And then Maui Hero to all, we are going to take you out with Pegasus, I believe. Boom, bop.
NANI?
With the Disney Lorcana Shimmering Skies set championships coming up this week, we're going to see a whole lot of these top decks. This is Dreamborn.inc, and you can look at the decks and the popular decks, and most likely these are going to be the ones that are going to be played at those championships. Me personally, I'm playing this deck right here. It's the Zanstead Emerald Steel. I like it a lot because it's kind of a classic Into the Inklands take with an added Pete and an Anna. But we've already played that deck and we've played some other stuff, but we haven't done Artabax's deck. This is Artabax, and he has a... This is Artabax, and he has a guide out on the purple-green deck. The Amethyst Emerald. And I haven't read it, but gosh, do I sure want to. He's got a whole boatload of characters. Look at that, 54 characters in this deck and only 6 songs. He's got 2 You're Welcomes for friends on the other sides. And other than that, it's all utility with your characters. The Peter Pan is a great tech-in for the early Diablo banishments. You can use this. He has Rush and Evasive, and it hits for the 2. Takes out the Diablos. The Lyle Tiberius Rourke is here to make your opponent lose lore. This is at a 3. That makes sense. The 2 of Mother Gothel, is she here to shift? Do they not have the Mother Gothel shift? That's okay. This one has a kicker with it, yeah? So you would most likely play this on 5. When you play this character, you may pay 3 ink to return chosen character to their player's hand. You could play it out early on turn 2, but it's better if you wait and play it later. They have the Shift Clarabelle at a 4-3 line. Makes sense. I like it. And then you can also shift your Ursula. This Ursula is a good one. If you haven't read her, you should know what she does, because she has that Now I Am the Ruler. Whenever this character quests, exert chosen character. I always forget about this ability. I always think about You'll Listen to Me ability. But she has 2. The You'll Listen to Me says other characters can't exert to sing songs. So she's going to exert one of your characters, and then it might be over for him, dude. Because they can take it out a lot of ways. This is the set championships, and now we're going for the Mirabelle set championships. So this is the deck that we're playing today, because we haven't had a lot of practice to get it. Because we haven't had a lot of practice against it. We want to know how it plays ourselves. So we're going to go to Menu, Export, Ink Table, and Play on Ink Table.
Things that we learned in this video. Sometimes you don't have to shift to get good value. Number 2, Elsa the 5th Spirit is such a good card. And number 3, Lyle is valuable even without giving chosen character reckless.
We are going to be going up against a red-green deck, because I'm just kind of crazy like that. And now we need to figure out our starting mulligan situation, like the Pegasus, like the Hiss, like the Fox to bounce it. I think I'm going to mulligan the rest of those cards. There they go. This didn't have the big Ursula, and that's okay. We get to ink a card. It's going to be You're Welcome. Or do we save that for this? I think we're going to go ahead and ink our Ursula. And play our Pegasus. We have a body on board, and they don't. Mwahahaha. They play a Diablo, and they get to look at our hand. They discard the Brawl to shift the bird. Incredible value. So we need to get a Hiss out this next turn. So we are going to ink a Hiss, and then we will play a Hiss. And then, do we quest Diablo? Do we quest Pegasus? Not a chance, because this could take it out, and then I have to throw in with the Hiss later. So we are just going to pass. We're not doing the thing. We're giving in another target. They're up at 2 ink. They play it Ursula. Should have seen that coming. Should have inked that for sure. But we didn't, because we were hoping to use it on Rabbit eventually. We can ink a card and play a card. Do we play the Fox? First, we need to start by taking out that bird. So we're going to challenge our Sir Hiss into the bird. That takes it out. 3 damage. Boom, boom. They're gone. We can safely quest the Pegasus now. We can still ink a card. So looking like it might be the Clarabelle, so we can hard cast Friends on the Other Side. We hard cast it and get 2 cards, and then we're going to pass. We have 4 cards. We're okay. We're in a good spot. They're up at 3. They play Hypnotize. We got to get rid of one. It's going to be the Crab or Ursula. Probably the Crab right now. by crab. They quest up to 2. And now it's our turn. We can ink our Pegasus, and then we are going to be playing our rabbit. Boing. We get to draw a card when we play them, and then we can quest our Pegasus worry-free. And then we pass the turn. They're going to go up to 4 ink. And they play the legendary Robin Hood. There it is, the thing that we're scared. All right. We have lots of options this turn. And in fact, when we play her, we can exert this. And that's what we want. That'll do it. That's the perfect draw. So we need to ink something. It's going to be that Ursula. And then we can play our Elsa. When we play her, we get to exert chosen character. There it is. There's the Robin Hood. They could have had the Wombo combo, but we did it to them. And then we're going to challenge here with 2 strength. And then we get to challenge with our rabbit. Do another 2 strength. That takes out the legendary Robin Hood. Makes it so they can't get the value. And then we get to quest our Pegasus once again. All 3 lore coming in from Pegasus. Pretty cool. We got the exact right draw. Definitely should have kept that knowing we're going against the Robin Hood. They play a Diablo and a Flynn. And what we'd like to see is another Elsa. Because if we play Elsa, it can exert that and then we can take it out. But it doesn't happen like that. I think we are going to bounce this rabbit with Madam M. Fox. So we are going to challenge the rabbit into there, do a little bit of damage, take some damage ourselves, but then we get to play our fox. Boom. Bounce the rabbit. We get to draw a card. Definitely should have quested because the rabbit, the fox can take this out. What am I thinking? We get a fox. We can ink a card. I think it's going to be Pegasus. And we can play the fox again. This is a quest for 1, a quest for 1. So we should do that. We're going to quest her for 1. And then we will play the fox again. Boom. And it's going to bounce the Elsa just so we can take out this Diablo next turn. If it doesn't exert, we have a way to do it. And then we will challenge there, which is why we shouldn't have used our rabbit to do that. We definitely should have just quested our rabbit. That was a mistake on my part. Do we quest this? I think the answer is no. Because Diablo can throw into it kind of worry-free. They play a Maui, the hero to all. It's going to take out our Madam M. Fox. And that's okay with us because now we can get crazy value with this Pegasus taking out a Maui. They quest and quest. They're up at 7. When we draw a card, they draw a card. So we don't want to play the cards that draws cards. What we want to do is play our Elsa and take out this bird. So that is what we are going to do. We will just play Elsa, takes out the bird. It exerts her, and then we can challenge. That's what happened. And then Maui Hero to all, we are going to take you out with Pegasus, I believe. Boom, bop. And this Madam M. Fox can sing Friends on the Other Side, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to press the sing button, press it, press Madam M. Fox. There it goes, singing it and getting to draw 2 cards. We get Friends on the Other Side. Go. We can ink a card, but do we want to? They do have discard abilities. Do they? Like, we would discard a card if we took out that card. We're not going to do it. We're just going to pass the turn. We're not inking a card. We're okay. They're up at 6. They play Prince John. If we discard a card, they draw a card. Now, what we'd like to see, looks like we're going to have to discard a card. Is it the goat or is it the Merlin Rabbit? Looks like it's the goat, low key. They get to draw 2 cards. One with Hypnotize is Resolve and one with me discarding a card and then Prince John's trigger. I think we start with singing once again our Friends on the Other Side. We will sing boop, this, there. We get to draw 2 cards. It's Clarabelle and the Crab. We're going to ink the Crab because it doesn't look like they're playing too high of a strength of stuff going on. And then we will play our Clarabelle to get some bodies on board. Probably shouldn't have done that, but we did. Especially because we can't get the value off of her now. Like, we probably should have emptied our hand and then played it. But we didn't do that. Do we want to lose a card here? Maybe. Looks like it. We're going to take out the Flynn, ditching our Clarabelle. That's okay with us, as long as I get rid of that Flynn, and then we're going to pass the turn. They have 3 cards. We have Clarabelle on board, so we get to draw until we also have 3 cards. Kind of a good deal. Brawl's going to take out our Elsa. Had to do it to him. Lyle doesn't help us. That doesn't help us, but this does help us. So we are going to play the rabbit. We're going to draw a card. It's Ursula. We're going to ink the fox at this point. And we can play Lyle. It's not going to give one of their Prince Johns Reckless because they have Ward, but it is going to be that if they take out one of our cards, they lose a war. And we are just going to quest these 2 ladies. There they go, up to 7 lore. And we pass the turn. It's our opponent's turn. They play down the Robbity Bobbity. And we have just the thing to take out the Robbity Bobbity. It's Ursula. Elsa, I combine those 2 words together. Whenever this character quests. No. So we want to play this. We want to play that. It's going to exert the Robin Hood. And then we can just challenge it. We can just do the thing real quick. I think we're going to throw our fox into it. Fox against fox. That's what it do be like. And then we can quest. They can quest for a whole lot here. We're not inking a card right now. 2, 3. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Looks like we backed ourselves in the corner of just questing. We're not going to quest our Lyle in case they throw all these in and then something else. Right? Yeah, his value is just from staying there. And then we're going to pass. They draw 1 and play a Merfolk. They have lots of lore capabilities on the board. They're going to quest their Diablo. Quest their Merfolk, and then they pass the turn. They don't quest the Johns, which would put us in a big old pickle. I think we've got to play Mother Gothel. We will play her, and then we will pay 3 extra ink to return a Merfolk to hand. And then we are going to discard Lyle. Yeah, we'll discard Lyle so we can put that out later. So we are going to challenge with our fox into the Merfolk, and then we will discard Lyle. There it goes. They get to draw 2, and that helps us with Clarabelle. And then we can go ahead. Quest here. Our rabbit can take out the bird. Just like in real life, rabbit eats bird. And then we can quest these 2. That's our chance. They can go up to 16 more next turn. We pass the turn. We get to draw 2 cards with Clarabelle because they have more cards than us. We draw to the same amount of cards. Wow, stuff is happening. They made us discard a card and draw 2. Sudden Chill, we got to discard a card. It's going to be Clarabelle because we already have one of those. Just kidding, where'd it go? We draw a card, it's Sir Hiss. We play a card, it's Ursula. We quest all of our things for maybe game. I think we go to 19. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we go to 19. We are going to ink our Hiss at this point in the game and then pass the turn unless they have a Be Prepared, which is likely possible in this deck. I forgot. They have a Brunski. It discards our Ursula. It goes back to our hand, and then we randomly discard. They get to draw 2 cards with their Prince Johns. And then that is game on board. We are going to quest with our Lyle Tiberius Rourke. And that's how it do be like. Did they have a Be Prepared? They didn't. They had a Pirate's Life. Why didn't they use that? That would have been cool. They could have sang it with 2 Johns and made us go down and stall But that's just what the AI be like sometimes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the purple green. We'll see y'all tomorrow for the next crazy video. Yeah.